Hello and welcome back to another video in this tutorial series on using Photoshop CC. My name is Justin, and in this video I want to show you how easy it is to make your own custom brushes. So I've got this picture of my dog Juno right here, and I'm going to real quickly just cut her out. Now I'm going to use my quick selection tool, and I'm just going to cut out Juno. Okay, I'm going to do a real quick job here. If you want to know how to do detail cuts, please check my earlier videos where I go over all the basic Photoshop tools. Okay, so there's Juno cut out. I'm going to go ahead and hit layer mask. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to create another layer below Juno, like so. And we're going to go ahead and paint that layer white. All right. Now, I've got Juno here. She's cut out. I'm going to come up here to Edit and Define Brush Preset. Call it Juno Brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and just delete Juno. I'm going to come over here to my brushes. And look at that, there's a Juno. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and set this to black, my foreground color. And I'm going to open up my brush palette here, and if you look, this one right here, 394, is that Juno one we just created. And I'm going to go ahead and just click right there. So there's a Juno. And we can actually paint with these if we want to by clicking and dragging. And I can actually paint the whole thing in black, just like that, right? Junos for days. Now I can come over here and flip this around to the white foreground and paint in a different color, like so. Okay, I can actually pick any color that I want to. This is just a regular brush now. It's just that the brush is in the shape of Juno. Okay, pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, flip that to white, and we'll just paint this white real quick. Okay, I've got this splatter right here. It's a paint splatter that I got from CG Textures. Because the background is white, it's going to ignore that when I select the brush preset, and it's just going to grab the colored pixels. So I'm going to come over here to Edit, Define Brush Preset. We're just going to call this Splatter, and now we have that brush preset, okay? Okay, so let's jump back over here. So we have a blank canvas here, and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple splatters like that in this color, all right, just to do it. And then we'll switch back over to my Juno brush here and go ahead and just make that some obnoxious color. We'll do green, red, and whatever, blue. Okay, there. So I made all this with brushes, okay? And let's see here. The two brushes that I've made are the splatter and the Juno brush, okay? Now, I'm going to export these brushes as an ABR file. Now when we export these as ABR files, you can actually give this brush to somebody else. They can upload it to Photoshop and use it as well. Also, when you download brushes, there are thousands and thousands of brushes out there that you can download. Just do a search for free Photoshop brushes and you'll find so many. What you'll be downloading is one of these ABR files, okay? So here's how you export your own ABR file. You go to brush here, select brush, select your brush palette here, open this little cogwheel right here, go down here to the preset manager, scroll down to your latest brushes, that is my splatter and my Juno. Okay, I'm going to hold down shift to select both of those and hit save set, and we're just going to call this demo-brushes.abr. That's the important part, and we're just going to save that to my desktop like so. Okay, easy enough. Now, what I'm going to do is select these two, or make sure they're still selected, and I'm going to delete them. Okay, so now they're gone. I'm going to go ahead and close out of this and not save. And not save that. Okay, so now I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to open up Photoshop. I'm going to create a new file. And I'm going to make it, just a default web size like so. That'll work. Okay, now I'm going to select my brushes and open up my brush palette. I do not have the Juno brush, okay, or the splatter brush, okay. I got a bunch of other brushes, but I do not have those. What I'm going to do now is open up this cogwheel. I'm going to go to Load Brushes. I can select the demo brushes that I just exported and open them. And look at that. There's my Juno. There's my splatter, okay. So look at that. Can add more Junos. Okay, now there's a lot of really interesting stuff that you can do with brushes. Okay, well, there you have it. That's all there is to making brushes in Photoshop, okay? It's pretty easy, and where it gets creative and fun is you just get to think of all kinds of different things that would be great brushes, okay? And look for things that have really fun textures, you know. I made this one earlier here, this fern, and fern, of course, has a great shape to it, and so I was able to come up with some really neat patterns just by playing around with ferns, okay? All kinds of neat stuff that you can do with brushes. So, and again, you can actually change the direction, okay? So just in case, for some reason, I need a sideways Juno that is, you know, yellow, I got one. So there you go. Now you can actually take this file and you can give this to somebody else. You can upload this online for people to download. You know, lots of people do that. They make huge packs of different brushes just by cutting out shapes in Photoshop, making their own brushes, exporting the ABRs, and then making them available for the, you know, the online Photoshop community to download. And there are hundreds of thousands of these available. So I really encourage you to, you know, explore and download lots of different brushes just to see what other people are doing and the ideas they have on what would make a good brush, and find lots of great shapes and textures and make lots of custom brushes and make some fun art with it. Okay, great. Thanks.